kidney, and then you've got all these little tubules. So all of these are kidney tubules, as well as these down here are all kidney tubules. But down here I don't have any of these, okay? Tubules are much, much smaller and more homogeneous. See how everything up here is kind of all like that. So this down here is going to be the renal medulla. That up there is the renal cortex. And what separates the two is going to be the arcuate artery and the arcuate vein. What's that? Is that an artery or a vein? You'll be filing this under who cares anymore. Okay. That's an artery, okay, because we've got this huge layer of smooth muscle there with relatively little, okay? Believe it or not, that there that's kind of collapsed upon itself, that's the vein. So here we've got an arcuate artery and an arcuate vein. There you've got another little vein right there to get that idea of a much less smooth muscle layer than everybody else, okay? So there I've got this idea of the difference between cortex and medulla, all right? When we're in the medulla, really all you're going to see, all right, are circles, multiple circles, all right? Some of the circles are going to be lined with simple cuboidal. You see that? You see that? You see that? They look like little dice, one next to the other. Okay? So those are the tubules that are in the medulla. The only tubules that we have in the medulla are either the loops of Henle or the collecting ducts, but these are too small, so these are loops of Henle, okay? Which is all you can have here. And it's got to be the thick segment of the loop of Henle, because that's the one that's lined with, yeah, you're all looking at me like I'm crazy. Anything that's lined like this, do you see how these don't have a dice? Do you see the difference between that circle and that circle? Or that circle and that circle next to it? So anything that's lined with a simple squamous like that can either be one of two things. If we're in the medulla, okay, it's either the thin segment of the loop of Henle, because it's lined with the simple squamous, or it's the little capillaries that we have there. And in the medulla, the capillaries are called the vasa recta. So here I really can't ask you, because I don't know. I mean, unless I see a little red blood cell inside of it, like that one, I can't tell. If it's the thin segment or, so there I stay away and I don't ask you. But in a lecture question, I will ask you, what type of capillaries do I find in the cortex versus the medulla? In the cortex, you're going to find the peritubular capillaries, whereas in the medulla, you're going to find the vasa recta. Both lined with the simple squamous, they're capillaries, I can't tell the difference, just because I'm in here in the medulla. If you go further down into the medulla, sometimes we catch collecting ducts. Collecting ducts are going to be lined with towards the end, they're going to be lined with, so if I have a picture that looks like that, oh damn, I don't catch it all, that's too bad. But there's a lot in the picture. Which half is cortex? The right half or the left half?
Left.
Left, because I've got the renal corpuscle. So that's medulla over there. Nope, don't have a collecting duct on this slide. But I can definitely make out a lot of the blood vessels that are going to separate cortex from medulla. Yeah, you can't see that. All right. So, really the only thing that I test you on the medulla is that. And that's on one slide that just says mammal kidney. You've got another one that's